Hey there, Ottawa. It's penultimate day of Fringe. We got a lot of stuff to get into, but first, some people we talked to yesterday.
My name's Dillon George, and I'm with Theatre Sasa. I'm doing a production of Love Bug Louie and A Blessing from the Cursed. It's a very specific style of theatre called Bouffant. I play a 4-foot-tall dwarf. I do imitations and sing songs and speak about very modern, relevant issues in a comedic way. Sometimes I lose my temper, but very quickly try to regain your trust and faith in me.
So what is Bouffant theatre?
Bouffant theatre started hundreds of years ago in France when all of the cripples and deformed people were sent away to the swamps, and once a year they were invited back into the royal court to entertain the royalty or the children of God. And they would do so in a satirical way so that they would poke fun at the royalty and get the royalty and upper class to laugh at their jokes when in reality they were laughing at themselves. So it's very much so holding up a mirror to society and allowing us to all laugh at the ridiculousness that we all live in.
Now you're not 4 foot tall. How tall are you?
I'm 6'4". I turn into a 4-foot dwarf, but my wingspan is still 6'8". So it's quite a physical deformity.
Okay, we're gonna wait till the siren ends before the next question. Can you tell me a bit about your background, your performance background?
Yeah, sure. I'm a very physical performer. I like to create visually, orally dynamic performances. I've trained with Philippe Gaulier from Paris, studied clown and Bouffant, which is where I picked up this genre of theater. I like very visceral theater, stuff that's really from your instincts, stuff that's impulsive and very alive and present in the moment. So I like things that really open the audience's eyes to the truth of humanity that sometimes we forget about in our daily lives and the hustle and bustle of everything that weighs us down. I like Wolves Are Greater Than Boys because it's two boys on stage being who they are, showing their true side. It's very funny and has a nice twist at the end.
So what's going on, Kurt?
What is going on? Fringe is going on. That's what's going on. What's going on? Day 10, the penultimate day of Fringe. It is Saturday. It is the second to last day.
Beautiful day out.
Yes, it is it's a beautiful evening, is what it is. In the show, the actress came up to me and she asked me to put on a helmet that would amplify my dreams and put her into it. So she put it on my head and just...
It was very intimate. How was it?
It was, well, I think you hit the nail on the head. It was very intimate.
I'm Bryan Cook. I'm the composer for Alien Predator the Musical. Alien Predator the Musical is playing Arts Court. It's about, it's basically a musical version of Predator.
Tell me a bit about developing the show.
Alien Predator the Musical basically came about from, we did Open Bar last year, and this was just something we thought would be a potential project. As a musical writer, I really work well off a lot of phrasing, so you look at a movie like Predator where they have lots of phrasing, like if it bleeds we can kill it. I think my favorite song from the show might be It's Game Over Man, based on the Bill Paxton Freak Out. So it really had great characters and simple sets as far as just having like a jungle and a bar scene. We've been getting really solid crowds. Especially our late show the other night was awesome. We had a really good crowd. They were really into it. They were really getting our menstruation jokes, which is fantastic. Yeah, we've had a very solid run this year. I think the name of the show probably helps quite a bit. We've been getting some fairly good reviews, so helps. The nicest thing someone said to me was that they thought the music was better than Evil Dead the Musical, and I take that as the supreme compliment. Because when we tried to develop the show, it's that was one of the shows we kind of targeted afterwards. Something that's kind of somewhat ridiculous, something you wouldn't necessarily see as a musical. And I kind of feel like people are really getting that. It's just, we're not trying to win awards. We're not trying to do anything spectacular. We're just trying to have some fun and have something that people would enjoy. And that's really gratifying. Don't Make Me Zealous. It's probably one of the best shows I've seen as far as comedy versus seriousness issue. It was very cool.
Hi there, Ottawa. We are at the end of day 9 of the Ottawa Fringe Festival. We only have 2 more days to go. Saw a couple of shows today, and I gotta say the shows just got better and better as the night went on. We started with The Roommate, then we went on to, oh jeez, what did we go to? More Power to Your Knitting Nell, or Knitting Nell, I think that's it, yeah. After that we saw Donkey Derby, right here, and then we closed off the night with A Max Summer Night's Dream, and that was just fantastic. So it's really great.
I'm Mike Dorn, director of Space Mystery from Outerspace, Dead Unicorn Inc.
I am Patrice Forbes. I am the head designer for Dead Unicorn Inc.
So you guys had a very popular show this year. What was that like?
Awesome. It was really good. Like, we went into the Fringe knowing that we just wanted people to see our shows. So starting off, we made every show volunteer day so they could all come to every show. We were very, we handed out our password very gingerly, or the opposite of gingerly.
The opposite of gingerly. Very generously.
Generously. And because
we don't write our scripts.
Because in the rehearsal process and as we were building the show, we just knew that it was going to be a really special show and a show that a lot of people would like. So it really wasn't about ticket sales so much as bums and seats, and so it was just great for a lot of people to come out and have fun with us, because that's what we really concentrate on.
I think the best part for me is watching the word of mouth spread. Like our first show, we had 60 people, which was fantastic, and then our next shows were about the same, and then we went automatically up to 100, 115, 120, like our shows, and it was all people returning to see the show. We've had one guy come and see it 3 times, sit front row center every time, just standing ovation every night, and just telling all his friends, and that's what we like to see, is people actually enjoying it and wanting to tell people about it.
Yeah, it's like, the thing I've always said about our shows is it's not going to change your life, but we hope you have a lot of fun while seeing it, and I think we were able to accomplish that for sure this year.
So what was the start of this show? What was the idea behind it, and then the beginning of developing it?
It was the most ridiculous thing. It came from, I worked on a movie set last summer, and it was just, what the heat was like last summer. It was just crazy. And there was this air conditioning unit named Danby. And I just thought, and he had one of these vent arms going into the window, and I just started making this ridiculous joke about how Danby was this robot from a bad 50s futuristic science fiction show, and it really just came from that. I discussed the idea with Patrice,
and then I was like, why don't we have a tentacle monster and a lizard head, and just started throwing all these ideas in. And so
we us and our third member, who was not able to be here today, Sylvie, we discussed what we wanted to put into the show, pooled our ideas together, gave it to our playwright, Jeremy, my brother, and he started writing, and he provided us with a fabulous script, and he most of the film noir aspects came from his brain, so it was just really,
So it started with the cool things you wanted to include in the play.
Yeah, exactly. And the best part was coming up with the name. We had no idea what we wanted to call it, and we had a list of names. And most of them started with Space Mystery. Space Mystery including this. Space Mystery including this. And then he's like, why not Space Mystery from Outer Space?
The first working title was something with tentacles.
Yes.
And that just sounds like a horrible pop Japanese mistake, so we decided to not go with that.
I think that one was my idea, something with tentacles.
That's all you wanted. You just wanted something with tentacles.
I was really excited about the
but it was, it was just a great experience, and I'm just really humbled that it was that people have received it so well. It was Little Orange Man.
Yeah.
100%. It was it's great. She had the ability to instill a sense of wonder. The musical element that she provided herself was awesome. The technical ability that she was able to have was great. And even though she's traveling, she was in the church over there, and I don't know if you got a chance to see it, but they had this mural background of an ocean and children playing, and it looks like a children's room, and the child's room. It's just everything about it was just worked out perfectly. Shadow puppets. I mean, it was just it was a beautiful, great, funny show. I liked it a lot.
Same for me. The design quality of her show was so high. I loved everything she did with the lighting, with the fruit, with the vegetables, able to just use anything and turn it into something else. And that's something I love to see in theater. I love when you have one set piece that can be 7 different set pieces, or you have one little prop that becomes 7 different props. And I just thought what she did was beautiful.
Yeah, it was great.
Today's random question is, if I handed you a Hallmark card, what would it say?
Well, you're the one handing it to me, so what do you know?
I don't think you thought that through, Alan.
I would hope that it would say, I don't know, good night and good luck. Why not?
Yeah. See you next time. Good luck on your remit. Something good.
All I know is it's going to have a picture of a bear catching a rainbow.
Yeah, with sharks in the background.
With
dancing.
Sharks in the background and shooting stars and it glitters, and when you open it up, it plays Back
Don't
in
Stop-
Black. Nope.
Back in Black?
Back in Black by AC/DC.
Oh, I was gonna say Don't Stop Believing.
Don't Stop Believing, also good choice.
Maybe a remix of the two together. That's what it
Why
would
not?
play when you open it up.
Why not?
We like the sounds and the sights more than apparently words.
Yeah, and then inside, just a really plain Times New Roman font, good night and good luck,
Yes, I like that.
with an exclamation point. And the exclamation point needs a star to have instead of a period.
Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you've been enjoying Fringe. Thanks for watching, and we will catch up with you tomorrow for the last day.
That'll do.